Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Return starts at the 9. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Cut for big yards on the right side. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And this one is knocked away from the intended target. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
So they'll give it to Tutu. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Tutu goes the wrong way and he's going to lose several here. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw on a check down of all things. Really went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Little knocks it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker want to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Connection made. That's the rookie from Virginia. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, he put everything he had into that. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Stroud to throw on first down. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. Here we go.
Second down carry for Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. There's 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll throw, 3rd and long. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing a 4th down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. A very short kick here from the right half.
In that close in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Tootin headed left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The design run. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And the Texans grab it. He's at midfield. 30. He's at the 10. And Houston returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Texans parlay the turnover into a lead. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He'll begin his return from the 11. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Returns it.
From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards in.
He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars tie things 10-10. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but still would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll be 1st down Houston.
1st down, Texans.
Shotgun now, 1st round. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Houston.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Here's a screen for Achane. Gets to space right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, come on.
Lamar now from the gun. He's going deep. And this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Worked through his progression, nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well. And they know when a quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Stroud off of play action. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. On play action, here's Stroud. Finds his back, Achane. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Absolutely fires this one, right? And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Caleb Ramsell. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And now it's second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again is Lamar. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Buys time, rolling right. He's going to run for it. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Jackson go first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his running back. This is Ben Schultz. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
180!
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Jackson now on 3rd. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it. Live ball picked up inside the 25.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Gets it to him on the screen. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Here we go, let's go.
From the gun, Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
3-yard line. No, we changed it. Sit hard.
Now here's Lamar. He throws it deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Alpha, sit hard.
Lamar throwing again. And it looks great flying through the air, Bron, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here he goes, third and long. Got his man, Thomas has it. Has room down the left sideline. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 17. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
28-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shroud. Hits his running back. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
All right.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. Seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Hey, hey.
On first down, Jackson. That's dropped underneath. Tootin. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts. And they can try a field goal now before halftime. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This a 39-yarder. Little knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, take the quarterback's numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
6-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They motion Dell over left. To the air, Stroud. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So maybe the last person you'd expect to get tagged, but that's roughing the passer on one of the cornerbacks. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
2nd down, Jackson to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And off to Tootin. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And the Texans have it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And Houston returns this to the end zone. Touchdown.
give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far